Hello to my wonderful students. Welcome back to our maths lessons. I hope you are feeling good and ready to learn more about numbers. Today and over the next several lessons, we'll be working with 3-digit numbers. Each day, we'll do 5 activities. Our first activity will be a mindful moment to get our brains settled and ready to learn. Our second activity will be a number warm-up to practice our counting skills. Our third activity will be a number workout to work on breaking apart numbers. Our fourth activity will be a brain break to rest and reset ourselves. And our fifth activity will be a challenge problem to apply what we've learned.
For today's class, you need paper, a pencil, your hundreds bundles, 10 sticks, and 1 counters. It's okay if you don't have all those things, you can still participate in our lesson today. Please gather the materials you need.
You will also need to ask someone in your house to be your special partner today. Please ask them to get ready now.
Before we get started, a quick health and safety message.
Last time, we learned about the tiny things that can live on our hands. Do you remember the names of them?
Germs.
Exactly. Germs. G-E-R-M-S. Germs. Did you write that in your notebook? Let me spell it once more. G-E-R-M-S. Most germs cannot harm us because we have strong bodies. But sometimes when the bad germs get inside of us, we can become sick. Right now, it is important that we help keep ourselves healthy by avoiding contact with them. The sickness going around the world is called COVID-19. Some people can have the sickness and not even feel sick, but they can still give the COVID germs to other people. This is why we are not in school right now. If one person has the sickness, they can give it to their friend without even knowing. This is why the government is asking all of us not to attend large gatherings such as sporting events, church and mosque services. If one person has the illness, it can infect many people and not even knowing it. Are you understanding it?
You mean I can get the COVID-19 germ from someone who doesn't even feel sick?
Exactly. If that person has the germ, sometimes they won't feel sick. That is why it is so important to not be in large gathering right now. So remember, the ways we protect ourselves from COVID-19 germ is by washing our hands for 20 seconds with soap and water, and by avoiding large crowds of people such as church or mosque services. God wants us all to remain healthy too. RIGHTS. Right. These are the things that every person should have: food, water, a place to live, education, healthcare. When you have these things, you will live a good life. Today, we are going to talk to you about another one of your rights: the right to be protected from harmful work. This one is a very important one because sometimes we can see children doing work that only adults should be doing. Why do you think this isn't good?
Because adults are big and children are small?
Exactly, Shola. That is one reason this is not good. Some work should only be done by adults because it is dangerous. For example, if you are a child working in a gold mine, that is against the law. That work is too dangerous for children to do. A child is anyone who is from 0 to 18 years of age. However, if you are a child and you help your mother in the garden sometimes, that is not against the law because it isn't dangerous to you. But if your mother forces you to miss school to help with the garden, however, that is also against the law. You should never miss school to do work. School is too important for you to miss. That is why you are learning on the radio right now. When you're learning, you are growing.
I love learning on the radio.
Now for a mindful moment. Every day, we'll start with a calming, mindful moment to get our brains ready to learn. When we are mindful, we are aware of our bodies, our feelings, and our thoughts in the present moment. Today, we will do a deep breathing exercise. Are you ready? First, I want you to sit up straight and close your eyes. We are going to take 10 deep breaths together. You could put your hand on your belly so you can feel your breath going in and out. You could put your hand on your heart to feel it beating. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. I will count for us while we breathe. Keep your eyes closed. Let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great! Do you feel calmer now than before? Let's get warm up. Next, we'll get warm up our bodies and brains with an activity called Count and Move. Did you know that moving your body can help improve your memory? We're going to do a number of movements, and as we do, we will practice skip counting. Let's start with skip counting our threes all the way to 30. I'll go first. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30.
Okay, your turn. As you count, run in place. Ready, go. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30.
Great job. Let's do threes again. This time, do a squat each time you count. Ready? Go. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30.
Excellent! Threes one more time. This time, hop in a place. Ready? Go! 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. Wow! You did such a great job counting threes. Let's try tens now, counting from 10 all the way to 100. I'll go first. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100.
Okay, your turn. Our next exercise is elbow to knee. As you count, touch your elbow to your opposite knee each time. For example, start by standing on your right foot and bringing your left knee up to meet your right elbow. Switch side when you count the next number. Ready? Go! 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100.
Nice work! Now we are going to do our tens again with popcorn pops. For each count, start with your hands on your bent knees, then jump up and stretch out your arms and legs in the air. Get ready, go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100.
Okay, let's do tens one last time. Our final exercise will be a plank. Get into a push-up position with your belly off the floor and your hips lined up with your back. Hold there. You ready? Go! 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Phew. You're so strong. With your body and your mind, if you work it out and practice, it will only get stronger. Let's move on to our number workout. Okay, now that your bodies and brains are all warm up, let's start our number workout. Listen carefully to this problem. I'll say it twice. There are 18 players on the basketball team. What is the total number of fingers of all the players? There are 18 players on the basketball team. What is the total number of fingers of all the 18 players? Students, try your best to figure out how many fingers there are in total. You may use your sticks and counters or pencil and papers. Talk through your ideas with your partner. You have 10 seconds. Ready? Go!
Mrs. Cisse?
You could draw a little stick on your paper. Then you will have enough.
Good. Why hasn't you drawn pictures of people with 10 fingers?
Drawing sticks is faster.
Great idea, Peter. Listeners, if you don't have enough sticks, you can draw a picture to help you figure it out. Shola is using sticks to represent each player. Okay, keep working. I'm giving you 1 minute. Okay, let's try your thoughts and see what we've got.
I drew 18 sticks to represent 18 players with 10 fingers each. Then I skip counted by tens until I got to 180.
Let's check that. Listeners, if you haven't done so already, draw 18 10 sticks on your paper to represent 18 players with 10 fingers.
Okay, let's skip count by tens. Ready? Go!
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180.
How many total fingers does the basketball team have?
The basketball team has 180 total fingers.
Listeners, how many total fingers does the basketball team have?
I did something different.
Okay, Peter, please share what you did.
I also made 18 10 sticks to represent 18 players with 10 fingers each. Then I circled 10 of the 10 sticks because I know that 10 tens equals 100.
Listeners, 10 tens equals what? Good. 10 tens equals 100.
After I bundled up 10 tens, I had 8 tens left, which equals 80. So I know the total is 180.
Now, to my listeners, explain to your partner how circling 10 sticks helped Peter to solve the problem. Okay, one more time. How many total fingers does the basketball team have? Okay, my students, let's try another one. Represent the number 14 using only ones. If you have counters, you can use those. If you don't have enough, you can draw your pictures of dots on your paper. Then explain your work to your partner when you are finished. Let me go over your instruction again. I want you to represent the number 14 using only ones. If you have counters, you can use those. But if you don't have enough, you can draw your pictures using dots on your papers. Then you explain your work to your partner when you are finished. You ready? Go. Okay, let's share how you solve.
I counted out my ones counters until I got 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Counters equals 14.
I did something a little differently. I started with 110 sticks and 4 ones counters. Then I exchanged the 110 stick for 10 ones counters. Then I added all of them together to get 14.
Great! Before, we will have represented 14 with 110 sticks and 4 ones counters. We also know that we can represent that number with 14 ones counters. Okay, students, let's try one more. Represent the number 204 using only tens and ones. If you have 10 sticks and ones counters, you can use those. If you don't have enough, you can draw pictures of small 10 sticks and ones dots on your paper. You have 30 seconds. Ready? Go! Okay, now let's share how you solve.
I started by counting out 4 ones counters because 204 has a 4 in the ones place. After that, I counted by tens until I got to 204.
Wow, Shola. Listeners, let's count up by tens from 4 to 204. Stand up and move if you'd like. You could run in place, hop, or do jumping jacks. You ready? Let's go.
4, 14, 24, 34, 44, 54, 64, 74, 84, 94, 104, 114, 124, 134, 144, 154, 164, 174, 184, 194, 204.
Great job, students.
I thought about it a little differently. Since I knew that 10 tenths equals 100, I know that 20 tenths equals 200. So I do 20 tenths, then I do 4 more ones counters to make 204.
Listeners, did you catch what Peter said? What does 10 tenths make? 100, you're right. So what does 20 tenths make? Excellent. 10 tenths make 100, 20 tenths make 200. Okay, let's review what we've learned. What did we learn about how we can represent numbers with hundreds, tens, and ones?
We learned that we can represent numbers in different ways using hundreds, tens, and ones.
We can make 204 with 2 hundreds and 4 ones. And we can make 204 with 20 tens and 4 ones.
Because 10 tens make 100 and 20 tens make 200.
Listeners, share what you've learned with your partner. You've been working so hard during our number workouts. Let's give our brains a break. We're going to do a 5-second shakedown. We start by shaking our right hand 5 times. Then we shake our left hand 5 times. Then we shake our right foot 5 times. Then our left foot 5 times.
After we do that, then we go back to our right hand, this time shaking it 4 times. Then we keep going until we shake each limb 1 time. When we finish shaking 1 time, we say 5-second shakedown.
Everyone stand up. Get your body ready to shake.
Ready? Go. Right hand. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left hand. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Right hand. 4, 3, 2, 1. Left hand. 4, 3, 2, 1. Right foot. 4, 3, 2, 1. Left foot. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Right hand 3, 2, 1. Left hand 3, 2, 1. Right foot 3, 2, 1. Left foot 3, 2, 1.
Right hand 2, 1. Left hand 2, 1. Right foot 2, 1. Left foot 2, 1.
Right hand 1. Left hand 1. Right foot 1. Left foot 1.
5-second shakedown.
Okay, wasn't it nice to move your body for a bit? Now, let's apply what we've learned today. Before we close, we are going to review our work on recognizing number patterns. You're going to hear a few numbers in an order or sequence, and your job is to figure out the rule in the sequence. Ask yourself, how are the numbers changing from one number to the next? You ready? Let's try the first one. 35, 40, 45, 50.
Let's see. When I looked at 35 to 40, I saw an increase of 5. Then 40 to 45 showed another increase of 5. This tells me the rule of the pattern is add 5. If I add 5 to 50, I get 55.
55 in expanded form is 50 plus 5.
Nice work. Let's try one more. 30, 40, 50, 60, dash.
I know this one. When I looked at 30 to 40, I saw an increase of 10. 40 to 50 showed another increase of 10. This tells me the rule of the pattern is add to 10. If I add 10 to 60, I get 70.
That's right, Peter. Well done, students. Well, that's it for our lesson today. Great work growing your brains. Let's go over the homework assignments from our previous lesson. You were given 2 true or false statements. Here is the first one.
True or false, 5 hundredths, 2 ones, and 4 tenths is less than 781. True or false, 5 hundredths, 2 ones, and 4 tenths is less than 781.
I know that statement is true. 5 hundredths, 2 ones, and 4 tenths is 542. With a 5 in the hundredths place, 4 in the tenths place, and a 2 in the ones place. I know that 542 is less than 781 because 5 hundredths is less than 7 hundredths. Second one, true or false? 300 plus 90 plus 7 is greater than 397.
False. 300 plus 90 plus 7 equals 397.
Well, listeners, how did you do? If you made a mistake, don't get discouraged. Keep working hard and your brain will continue to grow. For today's assignment, there are 2 number patterns for you to think about. Figure out the rule and find the next 3 numbers in the sequence. Remember to ask yourself, how are the numbers changing from one number to the next? You ready? Here is the first number sequence. 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, dash. I'll go over it again. 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, dash. Okay, students, here's the next number sequence to think about before the next class. Second sequence is 25, 30, 35, 40, dash. I'll go over the second sequence. 25, 30, 35, 40, dash.
In our next lesson, we will be thinking more about our additional and subtraction facts.
Goodbye to you, listeners. See you again in our next class.